Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Danielle, also known as Cottage Stitcher, here on Flosstube as well as on Instagram. And we're going to talk mainly about cross stitch, but I thought I'd show you a bit of what arts and crafts the little ones have been doing ready for Christmas. So, I know I'm a week late, I do apologise, things have been absolutely manic here. I was going to film on Sunday last week, but for whatever reason I didn't. I can't remember what happened yesterday, let alone last week. So it is now Saturday the 11th of December. It's just gone about 10:15. I can't tell you the exact time because my watch is telling me the wrong date and the wrong time. Anyhow, so let's get on with things. I'm just thinking if I've got anything to tell you other than the normal, but I don't think I have. So, what shall we start with? I'm going itchy eye already, see? First start and already itching. I'm going to start with Stitchy Kindness. Every second, sometimes third Sunday of the month, we tend to meet up at IKEA Cardiff Bay and just have a bit of a stitchy group. At the moment there's 3 of us. I won't shout their names out because I don't know if they want me to or not. At the moment there's 3 of us, but if you live anywhere near IKEA Cardiff Bay and you're interested in joining, you don't have to just be cross stitcher. You can be a knitter, you can be a crochet, you can anything that you can bring with you, you're more than welcome to bring. So anyway, one of the lovely ladies brought along some Ada and said, do any of us stitch on Ada? Well, I've never really stitched on anything else other than Ada because I'm too intimidated and I don't want to go out and spend the money on even weave or linen just in case I don't like the fabric. So anyway, she put it on the table and I asked the other lady if she wanted any and she was like, no, you carry on, carry on. So I have got all for free, love her. I have got 14 count. This is like a cream antique white, quite a decent size, 30 by 46 centimetres, 12 by 18 inches. And then I've got 16 count Rustico, approximately 21 by 13 inches. So there's that. Then I've got 14 count Rustico, 15 by 14 inches. Like an oatmeal colour. Not taken out of the packet because I'll never put it back in. I'll plan to and it never does. And then a cream antique ivory. Not sure of the count or the size, but it's quite a decent size. So I thought, yeah, there we go. Even though I'm at the moment into big things, it's always nice to have little things because next year I'm hoping to do Mama Loves You GB does it, the like the ornament sale sort of thing, is an ornament a month basically. So I thought I'd do some ornaments for the Christmas tree for next year. Don't hold me to it because, you know, might never work. But that's my Stitchy Kindness. Thank you ever so much. She knows who she is. What else? I have got myself a gooseneck holder, just in case, because Flosstube 10 I was thinking of doing like an all about me, ask me any questions that you want to ask me. And then I was thinking, instead of me just sitting here telling you about it, I could do like a stitch with me. So I thought I'd get that, see how that goes. I was actually going to do a stitch with me on, like a test stitch with me on Friday while the little ones were sleeping in the car. But they didn't sleep in the car. And things didn't go to plan. So I didn't do it. So that's that. I think that's all the Stitchy Kindness, which was ever so gratefully received. Now, let's have a look. Pencil behind the ear just happens. I did have my notes. Here we go. Oh, Flosstube 8 is it? Okay, no problem. Right, so before we continue, I'd like to say thank you to Angela. She's emailed me. I've had a quick read of it, but I haven't had a chance to reply yet. We're starting to wonder if my low moods and my tiredness is down to a gluten intolerance, because I've noticed every time I'm eating things like bread, cereal, we had steak pie the other night, and then with it being Christmas, I've had a few bickies and a few Christmas mince pies, and I'm always feeling sluggish and ending up with a really horrible stomach ache and feeling sluggish, irritable, aching. So long story short, the other half went on the internet, had a look at the signs and symptoms for gluten intolerance, and basically I've got pretty much most of the markers. There's 14 different markers and I've got about 12 or 13 of them. So I'm due to speak to the doctor next week anyway, so I'm going to speak to her about that as well and see what, obviously not much can be done, it's just a case of avoiding gluten. So we'll take it from there. So thank you ever so much, Angela, for your concern. I am okay, just a bit tired and run down. But then it is Christmas time and I haven't rushed off my feet. So the first week, so 3 weeks ago, I noticed that I was constantly stitching on Deck the Halls and the gingerbread cell, more so Deck the Halls. So I'll show you that. So in here, before, I'm still getting used to all this, showing the picture first and then showing you the piece. So there's the picture, that's what it will be when it's finished. And this is by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I'm stitching on 16 count white Ada from my stash. Started on the 26th of July as part of the Deck the Halls in Time for Christmas sale run by Emma Cross Stitching and Belushi Stitches. So I'm using CXC threads, and here it is. Let me just, there we go. I'm not sure how well you can see that because it's quite see-through. Let's get the board out. There we go. And there I am. So as you can see, it's coming along pretty well. I still haven't put any of the beads in, and in the presents part it calls for white where there's gaps, but I decided I'm going to put beads in there as well. This has been a car project, so once I'm in the car and the little ones are sleeping, I tend to stitch on this or the gingerbread village. But they haven't slept in the car this week, so I haven't really done much. I've done about half an hour of it, and in that half an hour I managed to finish off the E and start on the S, and that's all I managed to do this week. I was hoping to get it finished in time for Christmas, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I've just noticed there's a stitch missing, so I might go back and fix that, I might not. See how much it irritates me. Oh, I need to show you as well Olivia's advent calendar, so I'll pause that in a bit and I'll go and get it, but I'll show you towards the end. So that's the Caterpillar Cross Stitch one. And then I've been stitching on the Gingerbread Village. Now, everything's falling off my lap. I think I stitched on the Gingerbread Village for a day, one session in the car, maybe 2 sessions, but I managed to get quite a bit done. This was 3 weeks ago now, so pardon me, excuse me. So things weren't full on then with Christmas craft and whatnot. I was just beginning, so I still had a bit of time to do stitching. Sorry, just trying to get the picture. That's what it will look like at the end. This is by Doreen Jones. It's on her Etsy shop. I'm stitching it on light blue 16 count Ada from Stash, using the called for colours but in CXC threads instead of DMC, because I like CXC better than DMC. So that's that. And then, whoops a days, this is where I am. Yeah, I've just left the thread dangling because I'd hoped to start to do a bit more. Oh, there we go, can you see? Sorry guys. So yeah, I ended up getting the gingerbread brown. I can't remember what number it is, tough luck. But I ended up getting that through finally. My own fault because I kept forgetting to order it. So I just finished stitching the first house and then I moved on to this. And all the brown I stitched and then I stitched the green there. So yeah, nearly lost the needle. Once I get into this, I do really enjoy this. It's nice and quiet here at the moment. The dogs have gone to the groomers. Olivia's gone out with my mum, Omar, and she's gone up to Ponty to see family. They go on the train, they do, and have breakfast on the train. Yeah, so dogs have gone to groomers. Olivia's gone out with Omar, and the other half's still in bed. So I thought I'd do this now. So that's that. Then, oh poopity poop poops, I've left 2 of the pieces in the lounge. I'm in the conservatory. So I'll start on the piece that I have got, and then I'll just have to press pause to go and get it. Right, then the other one I started working on, I didn't work on it very much, but then this week I have worked on it a bit more, is Animal Panorama. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. Started on the 24th of October, stitched on, pretty sure it's 16 count easy guide. No, it's not even easy guide, 16 count white Ada from Paint Free Crafts. And if you follow me on Instagram, I did put up a picture the other day to say that I'd finished page 5 of 90. And I was hoping to finish page 6, but I didn't quite get it. Page 6 is basically just here. It was the leaves there, dropping my notes, the leaves there and the bottom of the koala and the start of the zebra's hind quarters. So, here we go. I was considering, because this is going to be my main project for 2022, and I was considering, because I'm going to be doing the 22,000 stitches in 2022, and I was considering going colour by colour across the whole piece, but I might not. I'm toying with the idea of going colour by colour across the whole piece, starting with the biggest colour, then going the smallest colour. But at the same time, I'm thinking that's a major task, and if I make a mistake, because I'm gridding as I go as well, so I'd have to grid the whole entire piece. So I might just end up going page by page. At least then I can also aim to get page finishes throughout the year. So there we go. So yeah, it's coming along slowly. So I am going to press, no, I'm not going to press pause yet. I'm going to show you my other start. So I was going to take part in the Advent Start Along, which is on Instagram. I did start on the first Sunday, so tomorrow, because it's Saturday today, tomorrow would be the third Sunday. I started on the first Sunday. I started mini horse close-up. Now this is one that Olivia's asked for me to do. So I started on the 28th of November because that was the first Sunday Advent. And this is by Artisy. It was a free piece. I don't know if it still is. One of the Christmas decorations fell. Oh gosh. So this is by Artisy. It was a free piece. I don't know if it still is. Go to their website, have a look under the free charts, or go to their Facebook page, and it'll say on there whether it's still a freebie under their file section. And I don't know how many I stitched, but that's what I've done. I stitched 142 stitches, 1.23%. Can you see that? Sorry guys, and it's on light blue Ada from Stash, 16 count. So I thought it would look like the horses against the sky. So that's that one. That's for Olivia. Oh, bits and bobs all over this place. So I go all the way into the lounge looking for the Sunflower Cottage and Santa's Visit. Can't find it. Why? Because it's in the box down next to me. The pieces I've worked on, so I can show you. Anywho, not very organised. I do apologise. Right, so let's get on with Sunflower's Cottage. Here is what it will look like when it's done. So Stitchman Darcy and Emma Cross Stitching decided to make a sale with this, and I had it in my stash just waiting there ready, so I thought, right, I'll pick it up and start it with them. Most people are starting the mini. Me? No. When I saw it, in my haste to get it started, I just bought the first chart I saw because it actually jumped out at me. Not when I was ready to start it, sorry. When I saw the chart, I really liked it. Bright, bold, colourful sunflowers. I had to have it. So I bought it. Only then when Stitchman Darcy and Emma X Stitching said that they were doing a sale, did I go and look at the details, and I found out that you could actually get this in a mini, and I bought the regular size. So mine is super huge. It is going to be 350 wide by 518 high. It's tiny. So I put in a ton of stitches on this. I put in 1,213 on this, and I'll try and hold it up, and there we are. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. Please tell me you can see it. So I'm still working on the sky, as you can tell. I'm colour completing at the moment, only because that's what there is mainly blues. So there we go. So that's that one. And no reason for picking this up, I just fancied working on it, so I thought, oh, why not? So I picked it up and worked on it. I sat in the car the other week, 3 weeks ago, while they were sleeping. One little one was sleeping, and because it was just plain colour, plain blue, 995 or 996, I managed to knock out over 1,000 stitches. So I was quite pleased with that one. And then I thought, well, it's coming up to Christmas. I should really work on Santa's visit. Now, Santa's visit is rather crumpled up. I did pause, print out actually another sheet. Aha, here it is. But I ran out of cardstock or card, so I had to print it on paper. So that's what it will look like. Now this is from Sunflower Cottage is from Haid. Sorry, don't know who the artist is. I do apologise. You would have seen, if you need all the details, just press pause and you'll be able to zoom in and find out all the details on the sheet. This one is from Charting Creations. When I seen it, I was like, oh. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I really, really want that. But I wasn't able to get it at the time. So some lovely lady or person ever so gratefully sent it as a random act of kindness. And because I use CXC threads, I was able to go and get, I had most of the colours in my stash. I was able to go and get the ones I needed. So that's what it will look like. And I managed to put in 863 stitches on this one when I worked on it. I did go and grid out all the pages. So that's what the bottom will look like. Here is the top. So there we go. I'm filling in. I've finished page 1, which is this one by here. And now I'm working on the next blue and just filling it in as I go. And then I'll choose the next colour that's on the page, the second page at the top, and finish those off as and when I feel like it. So that one hasn't had much love last week or so, because you will see why in a sec if you stick around to have a look. You don't have to stick around, that's absolutely fine. So that's that. One more to show you was another new start. I don't know if you remember, I mentioned about I bought sulky threads because Mama Loves You GB absolutely loves them. So I bought the sulky and I thought, right, let's give this a go. I've stitched on it once because my sulky keeps knotting. I don't know why it knots. I let the needle hang every so often, like I should. I use the sewing method for my stitching. Let me just put that to the back. The only one I don't use the sewing method on at the moment is Animal Panorama, because where there's so much confetti stitches, the stitches has actually made, the fabric is absolutely fine. It's nice and soft and pliable and it moves around nicely. But the stitches, because there's so much confetti, it's made the piece quite hard to bend, and so I'm using it in the Q-snap. But otherwise 99% of my projects now are in hand stitching with the sewing method. So I tried this with sulky, and I used the purple one. It's in the car because I took this as a car project, but it was a freebie. Cross stitcher at work. Oh, please be quiet, cross stitcher at work. Yeah, there we go. This was designed in 2010 by a lady called Anna, and it's called Quiet Please. So if you want to go and have a look on for it on Google, just put in Quiet Please free cross stitch, or you can go to needleprint.blogspot.com, and she shows you this. So I then started it. Oh. Oh, and I've been watching Mama Loves You GB with her with her Flossmas advent calendar, and I think it was day 2 she picked out it was Bethlehem, it was the thread. I can't remember, I think it was Weeks Dye Works, I'm not sure. But the thread was called Bethlehem, and I thought this would look quite pretty in Bethlehem. But that's my measly little start, because I didn't quite get on with the sulky. Because like I said, it kept knotting. And I let my needle hang every couple of minutes. So I just don't, I don't know. I'll still do it. But as you can see, I've done 20 and then the 2 because I don't know when I'll finish it. So just to add the date there. I was thinking of putting 2021 for start and then the date for when it finishes, but there's not really much room on the chart for me to be able to do that. Unless what I do is I take those flowers away and put 2021 and then dash 2022 or whenever I finish it. So that's my stitching. Now, I don't know, I probably said before, but I'm going to be taking part in the Whip Go challenge this year. Now, I don't know if people want me to do a separate video on the Whip Go challenge, or if you just want me to go through my projects, during my next Flosstube. I'll leave it up to you. If you want me to do a separate video, I can't remember my words today. If you want me to do a separate video, then I can do, that's no problem. Because most of the children finish on the 17th now for the Christmas holidays. And then we will be off from the 21st. Travelling up to Doncaster to visit the other half's family. First Christmas, our second Christmas, but our first Christmas up there without his mum, so it's going to be a bit hard, but we'll get through it. And I'm going to be taking a lot of my, I'm going to take Animal Panorama with me. I'm going to take Deck the Halls, Gingerbread Village, and probably Santa's Visit with me and work on those. So anyway, there's my Whip Go. I've got quite a few projects. There's 25 spaces, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, looks like 12 projects. So if you wanted me, I could take them out and I could show them to you individually and tell you what my goals are. It's not going to be steadfast goals, so if I make them, I make them. If I don't make them, I don't make them. I'm also going to be concentrating on the 24 hours of cross stitch challenge. So whenever Jen Lee, she has put them up, but I haven't actually had a chance to look at them properly. But I will be focusing on my Animal Panorama for the 24-hour cross stitch challenge. So again, if you want me to do a Whip Go video, that's no problem. I do apologise, my notes are on the floor because I dropped them. So, anything else? I was going to do that for the second Advent, but I just haven't had time. So I thought I started one, I'm not going to do any more. I don't have to do starts. I just wanted to. But what I might do if anyone's got this in their stash, if you'd like to start it with me, it's only small. It's 150 centimeters by 210 centimeters. So if you wanted to, we could do a start along, do a stitch along. I was thinking of either doing this for New Year's start, or it's my birthday in Feb, so maybe a birthday start. Because I noticed a lot of people do like to do new starts, new year, new start, or birthday start. Why not? It's not as if I got much, is it? So that's that. Let me go and get the advent calendar. 2 seconds. I'm back. So here it is. It's on a nice hard board. And she's put a red and gold trim around like I asked. Used the fabric I sent her, and then she's put that on a board and then used wadding or batting underneath it, and then made those into little pockets. As you can see, they've got chocolates in there ready for every day of the advent calendar, countdown to Christmas. And then she's put 2 hook hangers there and another one in the middle. Only thing is, this one for some reason keeps coming up. I did try hanging it on the door, on the lounge door, with a hanger by here, a hook so it hangs there, a hook by there, a hook by there, and a hook underneath. Just one of those ones that just sit like that. You get them from Tesco's in the cheapy section, £1 for a pack of 4, I think it is. I'll hold it like this. So yeah, I tried hanging it on the door, but I think it was a bit too heavy for the hooks because the hooks kept coming off. And then this top part here kept coming really high up, and the little tacks that she's put in are coming out. I gave it to Olivia and she was like, oh. And I thought, all that time and effort and all I get is a, oh. And she's a child, so, you know, maybe in a few years. So there's that. I'm really pleased with that. So I started 2017 and finally finished 2021. Although she does try and eat the chocolates every day. More than one, I should say. But I use that for the children as well. So when the children come in, I'm like, do you want an advent chocky? And they tend to have an advent chocky. So that's that. What else? Just going through my notes, 2 minutes. Yep. Oh, I did win. I won a Flossmas thing the other day. I don't know if we're allowed to say the word giveaway. So there we go. From Crafty Emily. She's been making little swirly needle minders, and the little gnomes, I think they're gnomes, to go on scissors. And I commented about the needle minder, looked like a wave that we used to see down in Durban and Cape Town in South Africa, and I randomly got selected, so that was a very nice surprise, just as I'm laying in bed dozing off. So that would be very gratefully received when it arrives. No time, no pressure, Emily, honestly. I mean, you've got so many things that you've got to post out. It's unreal. So yes, right, now on to the kiddies craft. So if you want to watch this, you're more than welcome to stay. If you just want to watch the cross stitching, that's fine. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your comments and your likes and shout outs. And I'm hoping to film another one before Christmas, but if not, have a lovely Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy the time off, and we will see you maybe before the new year. If not, I'll see you after the new year, and have a wonderful new year as well. So take care, and we'll see you soon. If you're sticking around for the Christmas craft, then thank you ever so much. So I need to cover the name up here. The little ones, I gave the little ones a brown paper bag each, and they just used Christmassy stickers and stuck them on. There's card making things, there's like sequiny snowflakes, there's just normal stickers, and this side there's some little wooden embellishments that people have given me throughout the years. Some of them, like I say, the stickers that were just stuck on. Other things they stuck on with PVA glue, but then some of them actually did fall off, so I just went behind where they stuck them. Whoa. Oh, sorry, my bad. Where they stuck them, I just went behind and used the UHU glue to stick them on in their place. So let's start. This little lady has done so much because she's with me quite a lot. So what I've done, whatever she's done, the other children have done as well, but she's done more than some of them. But I'm trying to get them all to do the same amount. Every time I'm doing it with the other children, she's like, me, my turn. So first of all is a bauble, Christmas bauble. And now I'm going to get a photo and put the photo in, and the ribbon is cut to their length. And on there is there is a card there. If you want to read what it says. If you can't, I'll read it out, that's fine. This ribbon is very special, as you will soon see. Take it out and you'll find that it's the same size as me. And then I've put Christmas 2021 and the little one's name. So they've done that. Each of them have done that. Then they've all made a Christmas card. So one of the older children made that one, and he just needs to put the ribbon down for the hanging baubles. And then inside they'll just write to who it's going to, normally mum and dad or nanny and grampy, whoever they want it to go to, and then they'll just put their own little message in. And it's got an envelope with it. So they've done that one. This little monkey, I can't show you the inside of her card because it's already written in. So I let them decide I give them an option of what they want to make, and they just choose. So she's opted to make snowmen. So I painted her hands, and then I was going to cut out the snowman hats, but I just couldn't get it right, so I coloured it in. I didn't have enough, I couldn't find small enough googly eyes or small enough buttons, so I've just helped her with me doing the eyes, and she chose the fake snow, because that there is fake snow at the bottom. So she painted it. She's quite clever for her age, Liver. So she painted the bottom with glue, PVA glue, and I gave her a bowl full of fake snow, and she just used a teaspoon and just covered it all. I just let her completely and utterly cover it. Put this in a tray laying flat so I could catch the rest of the remnants of the fake snow. And then she stuck on the snowflakes. And then she put a little message inside. So that's the card. Actually, I could just pop these on the floor because the dogs aren't here to run over them. And then we made the Jingle Bell decoration. So yogurt pot, she's painted all around, and then she's chosen whatever Christmassy stickers to stick on, threaded the twine through there, and we've just put a jingle bell on the inside. Well, she's put the jingle bell and I tied the knots. Everything else she's done herself. She even managed to thread that through. And then one of her stickers have just come off the bag. There we go. And then she made a snowflake hanging. And I thought, to be honest, I thought she'd just put them on and just put a couple on and walk away. But no, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. And will be tied you if you try and change her mind. So PVA glue again. She helped me squeeze the bottle. I held the bottle, she squeezed, and she just decided where she was going to stick the buttons. Again, I gave them an option of what they wanted to use, whether it was stickers, buttons, pom-poms, the snowflakes, and she chose buttons. And then a stocking. Now these stockings, you can actually put things in. So I've gone and bought them a bag of chocolate buttons because I didn't know what else to put in there really. I was going to get them a pack of crayons, but when I went to the shop they didn't have any crayons. So she's, again, I let her choose what colour she wanted. This is all very much child-led. And they choose what they want to stick on there, where they want to stick it. Oh, she's even put a gem there, see? What's that got to do with Christmas? Nothing, but she liked the gem, so she stuck it on. And then I gave her the option to decorate the back, but she didn't want to. So that's hers. And then these I found at Tesco's. And they were a pack, and basically this was, the snowman's already been made for you, like that. His belly was folded back over and it was double-sided, and all they had to do was take the double-sided off, fold the belly open, and then they had sticker buttons, but those sticker buttons are useless. She put about 4 on and there's only 1 left, so I'm thinking of letting her choose what buttons she wants and where to put them, and then using the UHU glue to stick them on. Now these things don't seem big, but when you've got 3 or 4 little ones, one wants to do it now, one doesn't, one wants to do it on their own. Those who work with children will know how difficult these can be. And then we've done the Jingle Bells. And these are a hit with the little ones. So just a pipe cleaner, white sparkly pipe cleaner with Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells are from Amazon. And I gave them 8 bells, so I could still fold over the pipe cleaner, and I got them to thread on the Jingle Bells by themselves. Some of them are able to do it, some of them need a bit of help, but that's absolutely fine. And then we put them together and wound the pipe cleaner together to make a hoop, so that they can either play with this or it can go on the Christmas tree. But they've been going around singing Jingle Bells. And then this one is a Christmas bauble. That's the last in the bag. So this one, I gave them a sheet of A3 paper and I let them paint it however they wanted to. And then what I did was, I did at first cut out the shapes, the circles by myself, but that was taking ages. So it's over there. I got a circular hole punch, a massive one. I think it's 3 inches across, and it's rather huge, bigger than we expected. So then I put the double-sided tape on. We cut them out. I folded it over. Children helped me fold it over, and then we put it in the hole punch, and they helped me press down. They put their hand on the lever first, and then I just put that bit of extra strength into it if they needed to. And then we just double-sided taped, because if you use glue, especially PVA glue, I found it leaves it wrinkled because it makes it wet, so it leaves it wrinkled. And then Pritt stick glue, they don't stick very well all the time, they tend to fall apart. So I use double-sided tape. So this little one, she helped me measure it out. I cut the tape and then we'd stick it on, and I'd start peeling it and she'd pull the tape off, and then we'd stick them down into a half circle. And then I said to her, do you want to add some decorations? So she's just added some places she has, some places she hasn't, but she's done what she's wanted to do, which is the main thing. And then I put this on, she helped me cut it, folded it over, we had to put it in there, so that was a bit tricky, so I did that part. And then I said to her, did you want to add a bell? So she said yes, so we got another bell, she threaded it with the twine, and then we glued it up there. And then let it dry, and there's the Christmas bauble. So those are the Christmas things. They have been doing other things like Christmas colouring. We've been singing songs, learning new songs. We've been looking at different decorations around the area, spotting different lights. And then the other thing I'm doing with them, days, is down here on the floor. It's not quite finished off, but obviously it's because it's the weekend. These. So it's their handprint. And then this one just needs a peachy nose, pinky nose, which we'll probably just use her tiny little finger to put a dab on, or she can use a button, whichever she wants to choose. And then I just put ho 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 with glitter on. She helped me try and squeeze the glue. I do try and get them involved as much as I can. And these are just little keepsakes. So I've put a ribbon on top of here, and then underneath I've attached a ribbon to the other ones. So this one's going to be mistletoes. As you can see, it's not quite finished. We need to write down there mistletoes and then put a ribbon there with a bow. And then that one is Snowman. They look like ghosts at the moment. So we need to cut out a hat. So what I might do is I might draw it on white card, and then she can colour it in, whatever colour she wants to. Or she can choose the cards and I'll cut it out. And then we need to do his face. She's done the eyes, googly eyes, and then we need to get, I've got a small enough hole punch to actually punch black card for buttons and the mouth, and then she can just add that there. And then I'll put down there, let it snow, and we'll add ribbon for the scarf. And then on the back, oh, I've not added it to this one yet. On the back I've got a little, I'll get it in 2 minutes. So on the back I've got a little note. That's not focusing, is it? Oh my gosh. Can you see it? I'll read it for you. It says, I know sometimes you wipe them away, but these prints were made to stay. So keep them forever, a treasure they'll be, just to remind you when I grow tall that once I was quite little and my hands and feet were very small. So I'll stick that on the back of the hanging with their name and the year. And that's that. And then with this little one, I'd found this on Pinterest and I thought, oh, she might like that. So I cut the paper up, and I showed her how to do it. She tried scrunching it up. So I just helped her loop it, and then double-sided tape, because the glue wasn't working. So again, double-sided tape doesn't leave that wrinkled look on it either. And then she glued the eyes, nose, and she put loads and loads of buttons. I said, so just carry on, put as many buttons on as you want to. So that's what she did. And then the hat, and then all I need to do is put a bit of twine on there, cord, to hang it with that magic glue, UHU glue, and then they can hang it somewhere they want to. So that's another one that she's done. And then a little one I got, he obviously he's still quite young, so he doesn't focus as long as the older ones, which is obviously absolutely fine. But I was thinking, what can I do with him other than the hand and footprints? That is mainly his work. So we came up with this idea, melted snowman. So I gave him white paint with a sponge, with a peg attached to the sponge, and all I did was just squirt some white paint over the card, and I showed him how to do it, And then he just carried on, and he picked up what to do quite quickly. He's not a baby. He's almost 18 months. So he did that. And then I cut out the hat, and I gave him the googly eyes, and I said to him, where are you going to put it? And he showed me where he put it. So I just put a bit of glue down, and he stuck it on the glue. It did slide a bit, so it doesn't matter. And then all the black is using the hole punch and his mouth and his buttons and then his nose. And the little one just put them wherever he wanted to. And wherever he put them down, I just popped some glue underneath them and put them back for him. Because he doesn't like having glue on his hands at the moment. He doesn't mind paint. I think it's because he can see it, but he doesn't like glue. And then what I'll do is I'll just put some ribbon on here so that they can hang that up. And we're going to be doing some paper chains, which I've bought from either Home Bargains or Tesco's, so they can go across the ceiling. And then we're going to be doing some gingerbread biscuits from Tesco's. There's I don't know if they've got them anymore, but there is a gift tag cutter and a bauble cutter. The gift tag goes on presents, and it's edible. So you make them with the children, or yourself, in this case with the children, and then they're going to decorate it, and then it can go on the Christmas tree or whatever, and then they can eat it when they finished it. So I thought that was cool. We got some air drying clay over there, which I'm going to let them decorate however they want. So they can either paint it, or they can put glitter on, or they can put Christmas embellishments on, whatever they want to do, and they can decorate both sides, one side, it's entirely up to them. And then Friday, their last day, I've said to the parents, if they've got any Christmas clothes, they're more than welcome to wear their Christmas clothes, and they can come in their Christmas clothes, and we're going to have a little bit of a Christmas party with movies and music and dancing, and just generally have a nice chilled out Friday, handing out their Christmas presents, because we've done a Secret Santa as well. So I've put all their names into Tiny Decisions wheel app, spinning wheel, and I've clicked it and it's popped up who's who. So I've just paired them up like that, and then no more than £5 I've said to the parents. And I've just told them each about the little one, what they like, what they don't like, and then they'll bring them on Thursday evening, so then they can take them home on Friday. We've got them a little present as well, so I'm not telling you on here, just in case mums and dads, they probably won't watch because no one knows that I do these. So I've got them a little present, and then they can take those home on Friday as well, and then we'll see one little one back on the following Tuesday, the 21st, and then we're finished. So that's that. So at 54 minutes almost, I've got a feeling this is going to, well, it is a rather long one because I won't be doing editing because I'm absolutely rubbish at that. So I do apologise where you see my face really, really close to the camera, but I'm not taking that out because I will delete the whole entire video. So I just wanted to shout out, I've just remembered to shout out one new stitcher that I know. She's on Instagram. Her name's Stephanie, and she's called the On Point Stitcher. She's got absolutely amazing work, so go check her out if you want to. And I just wanted to say to Megan from Stitching Moon, I really hope you're all better for when your parents come over and have a lovely Christmas. It sounds like it's a really amazing tradition. And your husband sounds like he takes it seriously with his gingerbread houses. If only I was that into baking. But other than that, I don't think there's any more shout outs I need to do. So we'll see you soon. Enjoy your stitching. Have a lovely Christmas, or the lead up to Christmas. I don't know when I'll be posting again. But take care and stay safe. Bye.